Good morning. Happy Winning Wednesday. All right, guys. It's the last super full moon of the year. Oh, Facebook did something different. Um, I just went tiny. um, Actually, before that, let me just walk you through my morning because it's kind of funny. Funny, not funny. I always intend to be here right at 9 o'clock. Um, but lately, um, I've been deciding to go shopping on either Wednesdays or Thursdays in the morning after I drop the kids off at school because, um, A, there's not as many shoppers around, and B, I get to pick out my own produce as it's fresh. And also, I've been doing so whenever COVID came around, I've been doing grocery pickup. And so there's two things with that. And I like, tell me if you've noticed this, but our store, and I love our store, like in Texas, we have HEB, which is like they have their own brands and they try to locally source their food from farmers out here. And they also have like their brands, they try to use limited ingredients, which I really love. So with HEB, um, they mark up all of the grocery pickup items by a certain, because they don't charge you for like a pickup fee anymore. They did that for a while and then they decided they were just going to mark everything up. So some items they mark up by like 20 to 40 cents. Other items like meat, especially, they mark up like $1 or $2. So everything is marked up a little bit. So you end up spending more for pickup. Now, I digress. While this does save you a lot of time and, me also, and, like the shoppers, they don't give a F if your produce is moldy or not, or like unsightly. um, so I'm like kind of in between because, yes, I could save time by having them shop all the stuff. But like there's a big chance that, well, for one, it's marked up, and two, they might give me really bad produce. So uh, I don't know if I want to start doing like grocery pickups for all of the other things in the store and then just get my own produce and meat myself so I can pick it out. Um, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but the problem is when I go to the store, even though it's like 7:30 in the morning when I'm going, I want to look at everything. And like there's all this Christmas stuff out now, so I'm like, "Whoo, look at this. Ooh, look at that." And I'm like so ADD sometimes where I'm just like I don't know, I just have to look at everything. And then when I'm going like to pick out certain things, I have to read the labels. And this is like if you've ever been in I know a lot of people are here from like Aaron and Sarit's programs. Like you read the label. You don't buy the things that you can't pronounce what's on the label. And so I do get protein bars, and that's only because like protein bars aren't technically clean, but I try to pick out the ones that are the cleanest. And I do have sensitivities. I have sensitivities to lactose, and so like whey, if it's not whey isolate, that can disrupt my belly, and then also like peanuts and cashews. So it's like I'm very limited on what kind of protein bars I can get, and I'm also like looking at the label to see that it doesn't have a whole bunch of junk in it. So yes, protein bars are not clean, but I decided I wanted to kind of go with a different kind of protein bar. So I was looking at all the labels, and then of course here we are, about starting about 20 minutes late. Um, that said, um, after um, after I went, I came back, ate a little bit of something, and like the internet's being weird, and it's not like we're not in Mercury retrograde right now, right? But like my Facebook wouldn't load. And so I'm like, okay, well, what's going on here? I do know it is the last super full moon of the year. That said, um, the significance of it. I should have looked this up. Um, Look at me being all over the place. Um, you know the so there's a lot of energy swelling right now, and December is like a really big month. So as the moon is approaching its fullness, and this is not a moon where we are releasing. This is actually a moon where you're seeing your truth. And memories are going to start coming up and reminding you what no longer serves. So yes, in a way it is releasing, but it's showing you what what side of the line are you going to stand on from now on. Your inner world is going to feel a little bit heightened right now. Your intuition is going to be up. Your emotions are going to be up. Um, again, memories are going to start to rise. So, yes, it's a natural clearing process. We do not physically need to do a full moon ritual where we're burning away things, although, if you want to do that, knock yourself out. However, like your body is preparing right now for expansion. And so it's the cycle is going to peak tomorrow. And we want to kind of create like a clean shift into this into this cycle, and into like your emotional landscape. So this is like the rising tide, like the rising tide before the release. This is the buildup before the release. So there's a lot of movement, a lot of transition going on right now. Not only that, but with this full moon, feminine power is coming back. We get to reclaim that feminine power. It's, we have the feminine gates that are opening. We have the 1212 portal that is opening. So there's a lot going on in December. And this isn't like November was. Like November was very, very heavy with, like releasing and truths, and like this is kind of like where the tide is rising, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm saying here. And January is supposed to really like just like, yes, December opens up, but like January is supposed to just be like that. Oh, freaking finally, man. Like I've been waiting for this stuff. So very exciting time. Let's see, what are we talking about today? So we talked the Monday message that I had opened up is basically we're looking at the why are my words not coming to me? The not enough myth. I swear. Okay, so we're looking at not being enough. And so the big myth with not enough is like it's probably one of the louder things that especially comes around the holidays. Like we look at all the gifts that we're buying and saying to ourselves, like our kids especially don't have enough gifts. I need to get more gifts for them, or like I don't have the perfect gift for my husband, or I need to get gifts for my parents and whatever. Like, and that being said, like we really on our gift giving, we've really whittled it down to like it's just about the kids mostly. Like we'll get like me and my husband will get each other like one thing that we actually do want, not a vacuum. Um, and but like we make it about the kids, and so like me and my mom, we don't even exchange gifts anymore. But you know, like around this time, there's a lot of panic around like I haven't done enough. I have all these parties. I need to go and do all the things, right? Like I haven't bought enough. I haven't given enough. Like, and you know, like next thing you know, you're standing in Target wondering if you need to sell a kidney just to make Christmas magical, right? Like we laugh about this. But underneath it, this is a huge problem. Like this is total system burnout, exhaustion, the hustle, the noise, the scrolling, the pressure. And you know, like this time of year, like it's sold as joy and generosity. Like the freaking big box name companies, like freaking Amazon Prime Day or the Black Friday to Cyber Monday to Cyber Week, you know, like it's not just like there's a lot of pressure. So this sense of wholeness, you know, it actually comes from within. It starts when you decide that your presence matters more than your performance. So where does this come from? Like the myth of a not enough, it's like this is probably the most powerful illusion that your ego, the matrix, like keeping up with the Joneses, like society and community has ever sold you. Like this myth of I'm not enough is one of the deepest wounds in the human psyche. And the wildest part is it doesn't even come from you. It's not even yours. You didn't wake up at age 3 and think you were unworthy, but you did learn it. And maybe you did wake up at age 3, but like when you come out as a baby, you freaking think the world is like fucking amazing and like everything is for you. But like these are, you know, at some point, these things are installed into you. And it's funny because like, you know, I base a lot of what I talk about based on what I'm going through and what my clients are going through. So I bring things up because it's relevant right now. And so this is a Me Too thing, right? And that like feeling like you don't have enough time. You know, this morning, feeling like you don't have enough time, don't have enough, you know, of yourself to give, love to give, money to give, you know, like so all of these things are installed. So where does this come from? And again, childhood conditioning. Every time you're told, be quiet, don't cry, stop being so sensitive. Why aren't you more like, you know, your brother, your sister, or like your friend over there? Or good job. You did so good. Only when you performed. Only when you got the A. Only when you know, got on stage and like killed it. Your nervous system forms a belief system that who I naturally am is not acceptable. And I have to change that in order to be loved. So your subconscious records these messages as fact. And they're not, you know, like as moments, they're recording, they're solidifying it as an identity. An identity creates destiny because you're going to continue to go on that track depending on who you think you are. That identity that you built for yourself. So the second thing is also survival wiring. We are wired to want to belong. Like humans want to belong. They want to stay with the tribe. To a child, Belonging is survival. And even sometimes as an adult, right? So when love felt conditional, your system said to you, if I just do more, perform more, be more, give more, like I won't be abandoned. And that becomes the adult belief. I'm only safe if I'm perfect, if I'm useful, if I'm successful, if I'm, people pleasing, if I don't rock the boat. And that belief becomes I am enough, I am not enough as the person I am. And then, of course, there's cultural programming. So, billions of dollars in marketing is designed to convince you that you need a better body, a bigger house, smoother skin, like anti-aging, higher income, more productivity, more discipline, more spirituality, more knowledge, right? Like consumerism. And that runs on your insecurities. The not enough myth is profitable. So everything around you in your world reinforces it. So how these things show up in your adult life, like it hides in plain sight. And we get, like, when I'm coaching down, like this comes up quite a bit in just about every single person that I've coached. It's a root cause, or it's a bigger problem. It's a greater problem, but the root is basically like you're seeking unconditional love. So performance mode is the, like overworking, the overgiving, the overachieving, the trying to earn worth you already have. The comparison spiral, like everyone else is further ahead than me. Like my success doesn't count. She did that over there in like 2 weeks and I can't even get off the couch, right? The shrinking and hiding, not applying yourself, not posting, not launching, not, speaking up. Because what if it's not good enough? What if somebody judges me? What if, like my spouse has that opinion on that? Sabotaging relationships. Pulling away from healthy love because eventually they'll see you're not enough. Perfectionism. If I'm not perfect, I'm worthless. And if you're not perfect, you're unlovable. Money blocks. Underpricing your work. Feeling guilty receiving. Equating worth with worthiness. Buying all of the programs to finally feel like enough. Chronic dysregulation. So all of this is designed to dysregulate our nervous systems. This fight or flight or freeze isn't always, trauma from being in danger. Like we've been so conditioned to be in this cycle that we're equating these things to be danger. And it's often trauma from never feeling like enough. So this is the invisible cage that most people live in. So under the root of this greater problem here, the truth that people usually never hear is that not enough is not a real belief. I'll say that again. Not enough is not a real belief. It's a survival strategy. You never believed you were unworthy. You learned it kept you safe. Being small kept you from being judged. People pleasing kept you from being rejected. Overachieving kept you from being abandoned. Shrinking prevented jealousy or attack, and staying quiet protected you from punishment. Your nervous system wasn't wrong. It was actually brilliant. Like, it's there to keep you safe because it knows up until this point you have survived as this person, as this identity that you've had for this long. And those strategies were made by a child. You determined, you created this belief about yourself at that point. It was made by a child, not by the version of you who exists today. So now, it blocks your expansion. It blocks your intuition, your money, your relationships, and your joy. The myth of not enough is not a flaw. It's just, unfinished business. Once you heal the root, your entire timeline shifts. Because the truth underneath it all is that you were always enough. We are all enough. Again, we came here as magnificent beings with our eternal souls, with divine God consciousness inside of us already. You were always enough. We just forgot who we were. I tried to say are and were at the same time. We just forgot who we were. We forgot who we are. When we came on this planet, on this earth, our memories were wiped. Because again, like going back to what I was talking about last week or the week before, it's like a game played in hard mode with all of the previous history erased. You grew up in this environment and you couldn't see it. And you learned to abandon yourself the way they abandoned their own light. So it's not your fault. It's not their fault. So, no sale, no gift, no perfect holiday moment can fill the gap of not being enough. Again, that sense of wholeness comes within. And it starts when you decide your presence matters more than performance. So, a couple of announcements that I have not I haven't made an event for this yet. I probably should. However, December 11th, it's the day before the 12/12 portal. It's a Thursday. I'm doing it's the last healing day event, free breathwork event for the year. And this is before we get into the holidays, before we get into like the real big hustle and bustle. So, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, 6 p.m. Central, we are going to go into another healing day event. So we get to see who that person is inside of us that we're suppressing, to embody. And so I will be making an event page for it, today. And I will be sending out reminders for that, both through email and in here. So that said, I think that's pretty much all of the announcements as of right now, other than yes, I do have a sort of kind of not really Black Friday sale going on, but it's going on until the end of the year, because I do, sure, the idea of Black Friday is great. However, I don't believe that healing needs a time limit. I do not feel like transformation can only come at certain times of the year. So I am doing my sale until the end of the year. That is for the Visionary You program. on demand and 3 months of the breathwork membership. So, two really amazing things that can change your damn life, and they're all in one bundle together for like a crazy, crazy low price. So, that is going on until the end of the year. I have more things that are coming up. I just have not talked about them yet. That said, be on the lookout because we got some facilitators that are going to be graduating here pretty soon at the end of January. And I don't know, like things are really coming together, and I'm really happy about it. And I love you all, and I can't wait for these next few months because, again, cosmically, we are very supported in this time right now. Um, and anything that comes up, you can always message me. We can always have a chat and be on the lookout for future events. I love you guys. Have an amazing week, and we will see you next Wednesday. Bye now.